Down at the 43.
Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Wilson stepping, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Rodgers now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Crockett. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike,
on 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football. Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway. And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Defense. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy. Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now a first down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. It's caught, block it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now Wilson, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now, 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kick. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Harvey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Hey, 0-0.
Another try for Penny. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They come out here in the eye. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 11, a minute 52 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And caught it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here.
Wilson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.